Previously on Survivor Northeastern, Casey made a big move.
This is a huge risk, and if I go through with it, it is going to change the course of this game.
Alex, the tribe, has spoken. On T-Grace, it was a tough decision.
We were trying to figure out whether we actually want to get rid of Oz10 or Spicy. And it really is just coming down to who we feel more safe with at this point.
But another New Amsterdam member bit the dust. 12 people left. Who will be voted out tonight?
That's Casey right there. She's out. So we have here 6 of us. We've got 3 former Tigris members. Well, they're nice people, but they're former Tigris and they skated here, so I'm upset. We've got me and Sasha, partners to the end. And we've got the odd one out, Casey. Now maybe you're wondering, what's so odd about Casey? Well, Casey was in an alliance with me, Sasha. Sasha, no. That's what could go wrong. We were a tight alliance, the 4 of us. But then Casey decided to ruin it all by backstabbing us and voting Alex out with these 3 Tigris people, which is where the plan comes in. We're gonna take Casey, throw her away like she threw the alliance away. Me and Sasha pair to the end. And poor Jay-Z, Annika, and Jacob, they don't know what's coming. And I respect them as people, but unfortunately, as the end of the game comes, Tigris can't be strong anymore. Also, I'm sorry for throwing these everywhere.
We got you, Gur.
I hope that was all you hoped and dreamed it could be.
Yeah, I wish we had kept Alex in hindsight because, I wanted to, but I wanted
we didn't
to
really have a choice.
No,
it's not like we can go to Casey and be like, actually, we should just vote on Sasha. Like she's coming to us at that point,
right,
so it was like,
exactly.
okay.
I mean, I wanted to give Casey the choice,
yeah,
as much as possible because it was going to be her ass that was, screwed if it went wrong.
Casey was the one that flipped. I think that I can trust her, but only to like a certain extent. Because technically, if she did decide to flip back, she could very easily vote me, and then it's 3 over there, another 3 for us, and then that's another tie.
Who do we think would be, or no, hang on, let me rephrase this.
Yeah.
Because that's not what I'm actually processing in my head. It's hard to think and talk. I can only do one thing at a time. I can barely walk and chew now. So,
Sasha's already gone out to Jonathan and was like, well, you can't really trust Casey. Like, we trusted her, and then she flipped on us. Like, you guys can't trust her. You should vote her out. And I think Kim is really mad at Casey anyway, so I'm pretty sure that neither of them are going to want to work with her. But them not wanting to work with her just means that they're definitely screwed.
I think it was Kim initially said, I don't think Casey can be trusted because she already flipped on us, and she might flip again, considering because we had a very close alliance that she flipped on us without telling us. So that was like a sign that was like, okay, I can understand that, totally something to consider. And then after that, Sasha broke off, she had to go somewhere else. So then immediately after, Kim was like, I'm okay with Casey, but at the same time, I would also be okay voting out Sasha because he was like, I don't know, she was like, I know you guys voted her close to Ally. I'm not sure how if she's really willing to stay with us at the merge.
I don't want Sasha to be there at the merge. I know that she's smart enough to win individual immunity challenge and she's athletic enough to win individual immunity challenges. I don't want her there at the merge.
Make sure I don't get my name written down again because that was not fun and I don't want to repeat of that.
Right.
I don't have the emotional capacity to withstand that.
I haven't really talked to Annika in the last 3 weeks, which is a little troublesome, figuring final 2. She hasn't really needed the idol, so I guess there's not much to talk to me about. But on the side, obviously I'm working with Jonathan and Austin.
If you guys lose Austin and Mila, would we prefer one or the other?
The only worry is if we're doing girls versus guys.
The problem is Kayla's so close to Mila.
I don't know.
But at the same time, I don't think we can pull Austin.
And I don't know, do we really think Kayla, I don't want to go like this? I'm not 100% sold on it just because I haven't seen them talking too much. I just know they have a good personal connection.
I talked with Lucas and Jonathan. They kind of seem to be on the same page.
when it came to worrying about an all-girls alliance, and we worked towards making sure that would never happen.
If we vote off like Kim or Jacob or even Mila, Annika, Kayla, and Claire still think that we're with them, and we're just voting off other people. So how do you feel about Annika?
Yeah, where do you think she's gonna push the vote?
I mean, I trust her, just because if I don't trust her,
Yeah, right.
like, I have to trust
right
her.
Right now.
I have no choice.
You know, since
Jonathan, he's more concerned with the possibility of Claire forming the all-girls alliance as opposed to someone like Annika or Kayla, who we are aligned with.
But right now, if I was to say a top 6 right now, it'd be us 3. It would be Claire, Annika, and Kayla. And it'd be 3v3.
Yeah.
If we can finesse it.
I feel like they turn on us before that if they're gonna do it. So I'm not really sure where my loyalties lie, whether it's with Lucas and Austin, protecting each other final 3, or with Annika. Sort of back and forth in my mind.
Is there an opportunity to vote out Annika? I'd hate to do it, but if someone presented it, I wouldn't be opposed to doing it. Wouldn't be the most advantageous situation. I'd love to go final 5 and then go final 2 with her, or final 3 with her and someone else. Say I played a trustworthy game, but I think it comes down to it right now. She's the toughest competition out of that 5. And I guess that's where my mind's at. I need to figure out where I think everyone is, and right now it's scattered.
Say we merge, then if we vote Moye, he's like a huge target. They don't necessarily know where the votes came from. You know what I mean? Yeah. Then it's not us voting out Moye, it's the group voting out Moye, and it's easy to pull her in.
Why am I such a fucking target? Like, I'm not that good at challenges. Yeah, I'm big and fucking huge. I was a fucking beast in Steal the Bacon, and yeah, I fucking devoured that food. They're not gonna do that many physical challenges. A lot of them more have to do with, like, mental shit. Escape the room, fucking square shit, like the fucking read the clue thing. Like, I'm not gonna be good at any of that just because I'm big and black. Like, it doesn't give anyone good reason to fucking vote me out. Like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You vote a big Austin, like Mila, like frees up. She's like, okay, what do I do now? Like the first person, like take her in and like comfort her and like talk strategy. I feel like she'll instantly like attach to that person.
But the good thing is the 2 other pairs that are like strong pairs, Sasha and Kim, and Moye and Mila, they both have one person that is a huge threat in challenges. So it's like, whichever one wins, the other person, boom. You know what I mean? And then you're chopping them down one pair at a time until there's the 7 of us. Alright, I think we're in a good spot.
Yeah.
She was like convinced that she needed to flip in order for us to get ahead. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, especially because she was the one that was like wanted Annika out from the beginning. Because she was like, Annika was the mastermind behind like the plan from last week. Casey definitely stabbed me in the heart. Like, I didn't think she would ever do that. She was like my closest ally.
I've talked to some Tigers people and they seem to all agree that no one's found the idol. And if you did have the idol, I do not know why you would not have used it.
Right. And I was really staring at
honestly, like,
yeah, and I thought you were like playing us because we were like, I know I'm going home. I was like, she knows she's not going home. She's like, I don't.
No, like there's no way you trusted Casey enough to not use the idol.
No, I didn't. That's why I was
I just really didn't want to give you guys the like satisfaction of a blindside. That was the only thing. Yeah. I was like, nah, you know what? It's totally gonna be me.
Yeah, I was literally stressing. I was like, oh my god. She has the idol. She's trying to make us think she doesn't have the idol, so that we don't vote for her. Then someone else goes home. I know, like, I'm a threat, but there's like huge threats on Tigers. Like, I am not the problem right now. I mean, I kind of am, but they don't need to think that I'm the problem right now.
Obviously, the tribal lines were strong at the beginning, and we were all gung-ho New Amsterdam. And clearly that's not the case anymore, but the fact that Casey was willing to flip on such, well, I had perceived as a tight-knit group of New Amsterdam, to flip to you guys. Like, how can we trust that she would vote with us if she flips that easily on a tribe she was so devoted to?
That two-faced bitch, as one of the former New Amsterdam people would say. Oh god, please cut that out. That's the worst thing I've ever done in my life. Please never air that.
That's staying in.
Oh god, why? She ruined my alliance and she ruined my game plan. And now I have to do plan B.
When I found out that Sasha was in an alliance, she hadn't told me about it. Like,
yeah.
And so at this point, I kind of just want to work with the Tigers I can trust.
I'm so upset that Sasha didn't tell me about the alliance and I thought I could trust her. It's not like I've been in an alliance with her since literally day one of the game.
And I realized that I was on the bottom of New Amsterdam at the last tribal. I'm just at the bottom of New Amsterdam. It sucks. I really need these Tears people to help me here. This is really fun. Okay, can we get rid of Sasha? Because every time I type her name, I spell it S-A-D-H-A accidentally, and that happens legitimately every time.
S-A-D? Wait,
instead
what?
of the S, like I hit the D instead of the S, and this happens literally every time I type her name, and I'm so sick of doing it.
I swear, if you ever have to vote her out, you have to write her name.
I'm gonna write Sasha, and no one will get it but me, and I'll be like,
if you're
Kim,
ever,
nice job.
So like you trusted Casey to like vote for you?
Yeah, a little bit too much because I was really freaked out. But I think that she was smart enough to recognize that that's her only shot.
Yeah.
And if she didn't do it this week and she tried to do it for next week, she wouldn't have an opportunity because there would be nowhere already at that point.
Yeah.
So it was her only option. I think that if we lose, I think it'll be, at least I'm gonna push for Sasha just because I think we have an argument an argument to make to Casey as to why Sasha needs to go.
Yeah.
Even though Casey seemed to think that she could pull Sasha back.
Well, it's like I was telling you, like Sasha immediately messaged me and was like, let's vote out Casey.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, no.
I don't think so.
I hope you said exactly that. How about no? It's just under a GIF, not even like or something.
But I don't think Casey ever saying, no, bye.
Welcome to your next challenge. New Amsterdam getting their first look at the new Tigres tribe. Spicy voted out at the last tribal council. I'll take this back. Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. So how your challenge is going to work, there are 4 beanbags hidden for each tribe. You will be blindfolded. You guys are going to have one caller. And that caller will direct people in teams of 2 to go and retrieve a beanbag. There's cornhole at the end. The caller also must throw all 4 bags into the cornhole.
Yeah.
Who's really good at cornhole?
I'm not.
AKA who's in Greek life?
Between you 4, who wants to sit out? Rock, paper, scissors?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Honestly, that's a good idea because I can't decide.
Wait. Winner or loser sits?
Oh,
The winner gets to choose whether they want to sit
no,
or not.
that's not because we don't want to choose.
Winner sits. Winner sits. Yeah.
I mean, who do you think can scream louder than, or give better directions to blindfold people? I guess it's not just.
Yeah, I may be bad giving the directions. That's the thing.
Shoot.
Hey, you're in.
You're so I'm sitting. Okay. Sorry, that took me a second to process. Okay.
Survivors ready?
Yeah. Go! So you two, I want you to go diagonal 45 to your left. There's the bench. Go right there and then under. Nope. There you go. Go. Straight. Yep.
Awesome. To
your left.
To
your left. To your left. Okay, forward.
To the right, girls. To the right. Keep going. Down.
Go forward. Stop. Down. Lucas, to your right. Yes. You got it.
Yeah, there's branches here and a cone. I found it. I got it.
Come after me.
Yes.
Go.
You got it. Come on. Right to my bush. Come on.
And they have that last one as soon as they get it. Oh, okay. I just can't tell where they got it. I can't see it.
Kayla and Claire, go to your right. Go to your right.
Monica on the ground or in the tree?
You guys got it. It's over there somewhere.
Go. Let's take out the blindfold.
Run off them.
You got a blindfold?
You got this.
Nice. Good job.
Amsterdam, you guys have nothing but a date with me at tribal council.
Yeah, you did really well. Seriously.
Yeah.
We did good. We did good.
I was blindfolded. I hate being blindfolded. It's like one of my worst fears in this entire goddamn planet. I hate not having sight. I hate it. And I hated it. I didn't want to be the caller because I didn't want to play cornhole, and I had to participate because I sat out from the escape the room. So there I was, being blindfolded, and I was terrified. I hate being blindfolded. I hate it. I really don't like it.
Fill me in on like the challenge and what happened.
Right. Well, you could probably do that better because I couldn't see.
I know. I had to like call out and lead them to the beanbags. And then after I got all 4 beanbags, I had to do a cornhole. So I just couldn't beat Austin Shaughnessy in cornhole. Yeah. Go figure, right? He must be hanging out at more frat parties than I do. So.
At least you didn't run into things.
Yeah, that's true. I accidentally led like Sasha straight to the bench. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I couldn't see the one in the tree. I didn't know where it was.
I know.
I was like, just go straight back till you hit a wall.
I just ran right into everything.
That's crazy that it wasn't the merge. I was like so convinced. I was so convinced that it was gonna be the merge. Like
it would have been good, but
yeah. So, what are you guys thinking for tribal?
I've already heard from Claire. She's like, did you vote out Casey? She's like, you can't trust her. And I was like, oh, I think I do trust Casey. She's like, she's literally saved my life. Like, I have to trust Casey. She's like, I don't know if I trust Casey. So that's already been said on what T-Grays, just because you did flip. So it's kind of like a, well, you don't know what if she does it again. I trust you right now.
Right. I feel like him and Sasha might be more like forced into working with us than Jacob. Like I feel like Jacob
aren't they so mad?
But what are they gonna do? Who are they gonna go to? Like the other Tigris isn't gonna work with them. If we do decide to vote Jacob, like we should try and get them in so that they can trust us now, so that they might be more inclined to work with
but
us.
I don't trust them.
I mean, I don't really trust them either. But do you trust Jacob?
I trust Jacob.
trust him more than Sasha can.
I meet with Jacob every single time we have some sort of survivor thing. I have a lot of control over what he hears and kind of where he goes from it.
I think they're more willing to vote our names down than Jacob is. So that's why.
Yeah, that's true.
What if we did, let's say like Sasha this week? If we don't merge, we lose again. We do Jacob again.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd be okay with that.
Coming into the meeting, I was pretty set on Jacob, but I do see what they're saying about Sasha. I mean, this is a new trust that I just built up, and I think it'd be dumb to waste it now and just throw it away by keeping an alliance with someone who's already mad at me and probably will betray me later on. So I'll probably vote Sasha. I mean, the reason I'm talking to you is because like I did feel really bad about leaving you out of the Alex, or like I didn't want to. Yeah. And I genuinely want to work with you going forward.
Yeah, definitely.
Kim is a bit more scrappy than Sasha is. I think Sasha's relatively an emotional player. Kim, I do want to work with her going forward. And so I think bringing her into this plan might help solidify a little bit of trust once we hit the merge. They're leaning towards Sasha.
I really don't want Sasha to go, but I'm willing to vote her out because I'd rather go with the flow. And like guarantee the numbers and work to get to like.
Right. I don't want to vote out Sasha just because she's just such a nice person.
I know, she loves the game.
I know, and I like voting, especially voting out before the merge. Like I know she wants to make the merge, and it like just hurts, like even considering it.
They think I have no like allegiance to New Amsterdam, but at this point, it's up to me and Sasha to ensure one of us wins the game. So hell needs to break loose, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Because I did take such a big risk to work with them and build that trust. Like if I don't work with them now, like that would have been all been a waste. And like I don't want Alex's voting out because I loved Alex too. I don't want that all to be a waste. Yeah. Right? So if I knew that we weren't gonna merge and we were gonna lose this challenge, I don't know if I would have done it. It's been hard trying to predict when the merge was gonna be, but really all I care about, I don't care who is in that majority, just as long as I'm in the majority with them. So that's been the whole reason for everything I've done for the last couple votes. Also, I hope you don't say anything to Sasha. Like I know you could. It's at this point, like I'm telling her, I don't know if that's gonna even help her. At all, you know. So
Casey needs to go home to avenge Alex's voting out, and just because I don't trust her at all, and she knows a lot about my game, and I don't want any of that getting out.
The real options are Sasha or Casey, but I'm leaning more towards Sasha at this point, purely because I don't know if Sasha's going to be really willing to work with us all the way through the merge. Casey on one end and Sasha on the other. And there's benefits for both, cons for both. Casey's demonstrated her ability to deceive and flip sides. She's been kind of sketchy and she's easily betrayed her alliance that had been for the whole game. So I'm not sure. I want to roll with that. I don't want that happening same to me. But at the same time, Sasha, we just voted out our closest ally, so she may not want to work with us, any of us come merge time, and that can be very dangerous, a number in the opposite direction. So there's benefits to voting one of them out, there's benefits to keeping some. It's honestly a toss-up at this point, we've been discussing, but we'll have to wait until tribal to see how the action unfolds.
Alright, so New Amsterdam. Welcome to your third tribal council. So, Annika, you were the caller in the challenge. Do you think that people might put the blame on you for the potential for the loss?
I think it's less the caller part and a little bit more of the cornhole part. But I think to a certain extent, I am kind of. I'm always worried whenever I come here. I don't like tribal council. I don't like sitting here. I feel extraordinarily vulnerable, and so I can't wait until we have individual immunity up for grabs, and then I can comfortably sit here and watch everybody else scramble. That's when I'll be okay at a tribal council. Until then, my answer is always going to be, yeah, I feel like I'm going to go home tonight.
So, Kim, it feels like there was a lot of emotions after the last tribal. Is it known what went down?
All I know that went down is that we had thought that tribal lines were a lot more divided than they were, and it turns out that the tribal lines that we had initially thought were so important actually weren't as important as we thought.
Annika, can you corroborate that statement?
I feel like I had a hard time listening to that statement just because I tuned out for a split second, so I'm sorry for using that again.
Jacob, you want to take that instead?
Sure. I think it showed that we were a little bit more willing to go between tribal lines. That wasn't as defined as Kim said. We were able to collaborate more. Now we get to know each other. We were able to trust each other more and see common goals eye to eye is what we wanted to get done.
I concur.
Yeah.
Yeah. Casey, based on that statement, is it likely that tribal lines won't exactly matter tonight?
After what happened at last tribal, it's pretty clear that old tribe lines are relatively irrelevant.
We all can see that there are major threats on the other side, and I think that as a group we want to collectively just kill them off. Kill them off.
I like that. That was good, yeah.
Alright.
It's the Hunger Games.
A little dark. Jonathan, what are you basing your vote off tonight?
That is a good question. I think mainly who I want to be with when the merge happens. Obviously the three of us are from Old Tigres, but I feel like a little worried going back to them because who knows what will happen. So just people on this tribe that I can trust the most going forward.
All right. With that, we'll go to vote.
I hate writing your name down. I think you're a great person and a great player, and I honestly think you deserve to stay in this game, but if you're not willing to trust me and work with me going forward, I don't really think there's anything else I can do. Sorry.
I'm voting for this person because they're voting for me, and they ruined my life, and bye.
I have the votes. If anyone wants to play an immunity idol, now would be the time to do so. I'll read the votes. First vote, Casey. Second vote, Casey. Third vote, Sasha. Fourth vote, Casey. Fifth vote, and the ninth person voted out of Survivor Boston Season 3, Casey, the tribe has voted.
Bye guys.
guys were pretty united on that vote. It seems like tribal lines are no longer in play. I have nothing left for you. Go back to campus. Next time on Survivor Northeastern. You guys have merch.
I'm so irritated.
The merge has everyone scrambling.
Everyone just started showing each other's papers to everyone, and it doesn't make any sense.
Are we at the point where we can be a little bit ballsy and say, let's just get rid of Tigres? Because New Amsterdam's almost not a threat at all?
Austin Moye doesn't know what to do.
What the fuck is going on?
I just kind of had a feeling going in today that they were gonna get me out. I knew Sasha and Kim were gunning for me. It sucks. I really wanted to make it to the merge and play this game, but I kind of expected it, so.